good. 200.
Whoa, 200 episodes.
I mean, it's wildly inaccurate, but it is 200. Should be like two. Like
Yeah, we should
do
have
the math.
We should have so many more.
We've been doing this podcast for 34 years. Yeah. How the fuck are we only on 200?
We're so prolific, dude. We have so much going on. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's sweating season.
It is hot as fuck. Dude, I had a puddle in my ass yesterday.
What? Oh, what?
From working? Dude.
Just standing there.
Standing out front. I was wearing fucking like cotton, like fiber fucking polyester pants. Dude, my ass. It was crazy. It sounded like fucking like someone stepping in like mud. It was just like, ugh.
You were just sitting in it.
Dude, I had to go to the
mud.
Dude, I had to go to the bathroom and I fucking took like paper towels and just like blotted my ass and I was like, it looked like a fucking sweaty Rorschach, dude. I was like, oh my God, dude.
I would have let you keep my ID, dude. Just hold on to that. Jesus Christ.
Dude, they knew about the fucking poop shacks I had in that goddamn room.
God.
I was like, I see a butterfly.
What? I kind of dipped out of that for a minute, and then I came back in. Butterflies. Ew.
Holy crap. It is gross. But I was also thinking about how I was wearing jean shorts the other day during this
classic.
And I started thinking about it like I was getting shit from some people, which is fine or whatever. But I started thinking like, they
like those mini cutoffs you have?
Yeah,
like
the Dukers, dude. But I thought, I was like, there's no way. Because I know that it's very popular in like sports broadcasting to wear like a suit top and then like gym shorts underneath the desk because they just don't have to like be seen. I was wondering if like there's got to be one dude who's wearing cutoffs. Like just shown up totally wearing fucking just cut off jean shorts. And then everyone's like, what are you doing?
Dude, Harry Callis used to wear the smallest white shorts. There's no way a ball wasn't out.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I mean, towards the end there, I don't think he wore suits definitely for years.
Towards the end there, he wasn't even wearing fucking shorts.
Nah, I mean, his dick was out.
It's like my balls are out of here, just on the fucking.
No, he was. Towards the end, he was wearing like golf shirts and shit. Like,
yeah, he
wasn't wearing a suit. He didn't have to. But like, I remember because he used to always wear like white suits.
Oh yeah, he was definitely he was on fucking Steve Harvey for a little bit.
And if there's one thing that Steve Harvey doesn't wear, it's white suits.
I've seen him wear white suits before.
I mean, not the color. There's not one white man that it could pull off a Steve Harvey suit. I've often thought about wearing a 36-button suit.
I think you should, dude. Double-breasted, you'd look fucking good as hell.
I'd look like a character in fucking Cool World, like the gangsters. You know what I mean? Like the overstated gangster.
Dude, if you were wearing a 36-button pinstripe suit,
yeah,
it's like, sexy.
Yeah,
that would be fucking awesome, dude.
That would be me.
I think you should
sweating through it.
But it's like, I just think it would be funny if Callis also showed up like just so casual. Like you can't be wearing these shirts. Like, Harry, you can't be wearing like a bearded clam tavern shirt.
I washed my balls for this.
He's like,
Phil's wearing like a 12-game losing streak.
It's like, I can't fucking believe it.
He was the man, dude. Callis, dude, my dad golfed with him a few times. And like, I think I've told you, like, my mom knew him well because she taught his son. He went to my mom's school.
Yeah.
And she had till like forever. She kept the voicemail of him because his name's Kane Callis, and the one message is
Kane Callis.
That's his name,
dude. That's a sick ass fucking name.
And he's like, Linda, it's Harry. Kane will not be able to make it into school today. Not feeling great. And dude, I was like, if you erase that, I'll fucking. It's so funny. I swore he was just gonna end it with Mickey Morandini goes long. You know what I mean?
He just starts going right into it.
He's one of those guys that's like, you hear these announcers talk in real life, but that's how he talked. He talked like he was announcing a game. Like I remember trick-or-treating at his old house, and fucking we'd be like, Mr. Kyle, say something. He just slammed the door in our face and be like, you guys are out of here. I was like, and we'd be like, that's pretty sweet.
I bet he comes over and was like, Kate, I thought I told you to take out the garbage, you fucking useless piece of shit.
Nah, dude. Yeah, he was Callis' second wife, Kane's mom.
Damn.
Yes.
I'll bet you.
That was.
Put
I was
them
like, what's
ass
happening?
cheeks in
Oh
my face.
Yeah, dude. He was.
Dude, if you were fucking Harry Callis,
It's
he's just like,
all-
I'm gonna come. It's gonna shoot out of there.
Dude, if any
Home
man
run.
ever said it's going to shoot out of there,
Dude,
that's a legend right there.
it also
He's like, I'm about to shoot out of there.
it'd be crazy if someone came forward like, yeah, so Harry Callis had that voice, beautiful voice, iconic. When he came though, it was like super high pitch and weird.
He's like, oh no. Yeah, he just turns into Gerben. If he turned into Gerben when he had sex.
Oh God! He goes full Jerry Lewis.
He's like, Shane. It's like, who's Shane?
Shane, jeez. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I shot my big fat rope all over your face there.
Yeah, he
Get a towel.
well, what's his name just died? Vinny, fucking the Dodgers.
Oh,
Long
yeah,
time.
yeah.
He was like 92, I think. I mean, he was old as fuck. Like those guys. I mean, it's crazy to think about how fucking what's his name still doing it for I think he's the Brewers announcer. What's his name from Major League?
Oh, Euchre.
Bob Uecker.
Yeah,
he's,
dude.
he's still
Dude, and you know
and he's got one of the best announcing voices
the
in
best.
the game ever. Yeah, I mean, he used to play too. I think he played in the.
Did Harry Callis play baseball?
Callis played, but I don't think he was ever any good.
Dude, that's got to be such a bummer too.
He's
It's
like,
like-
Mom, they cut me.
They sent me home again. 37 strikeouts, 2 on, 2 off in the bottom of the ninth.
Fucking breaking balls.
Gonna go home and cut my wrists and hope nobody sees it.
Yeah, dude.
Put my batting glove on and put my dick in a mitt.
I get mad that I look at the Phils now and I see some of the players that we have, and it's like, God damn, I wish Callis was still. He would fucking love Bryce Harper, dude.
Oh,
he would
my
have
God,
loved him.
dude.
Just a dick, dude. I love him.
I also think it's funny when sports announcers have to do shit that like has nothing to do with sport. Like one of my, it's not my favorite
Well,
thing,
like
but
ad reads?
it is fun. No, when fucking John Lennon was shot, Howard Cosell had to like announce it. He's like, just got in news that John Lennon was shot today. And the Oilers just scored another touchdown. He just goes right back into the
Right
fucking
in the middle of Monday Night Football.
He's like, God damn it, I didn't want to announce that fucking hippie being murdered. Like, what a fucking moron. Dude, having Cosell shit on you after you're dead is the best thing in the world.
I guess.
I mean, it would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
it would be funny.
I just think it would also be great to have like fucking, what is it? Oh, Jim Ross from WWF, like just go off on someone's
In
like
the middle of a match,
Oh,
they find
my
out
God.
fucking John Lennon got killed. And Jim Ross is just like announcing like a fucking Macho Man fight. Dude.
by God, King. John Lennon, one of the best songwriters of all time, shot in the head by a fat retard, King.
Speaking of fat retards, it goes Bam Bam.
Speaking of fat retards, Yokozuna in the ring right now. 500 pounds, by God.
They just fly through the Lennon assassination thing so Yokozuna can do his finisher.
He does the fucking Yokozuna bombs. Like, he's going to drop 500 pounds straight to the ground, just like John Lennon buried 6 feet deep. By God, King.
Dude, it'd be funny if he
Tragedy.
announced it when Warrior was like doing the rope shake and Warrior hears, he's like, come on, man. He's like, I'm doing the thing. You're making it real.
Or if the Warrior's like,
All right, Pete, dude. He's like, imagine all the people.
Warrior starts saying Beatles lyrics.
Yeah, dude. I bet you, dude, if they did the Lennon announcement in, when was that, 80?
Yeah, it was 82, I think.
Dude, primetime WWF, Mean Gene announces it, and then it just, the interview turns into like them coming after Yoko.
It's like, we're here with the Ultimate Warrior. You're going up against tonight the Japanese legend Yokozuna. And we just got word that John Lennon, writer and singer and songwriter for the Beatles, has been gunned down in New York. Gene! Strawberry fields forever. And across the universe I will send that fat Japanese man.
Yeah, he goes into like,
I am the walrus.
he starts like speaking to Asians I don't like.
Let me tell you something.
Yoko and Yokozuna team up.
No, he just I was like, Yoko Ono.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm coming for you, you bitch.
I know you did it.
I know you had a hand in it. Dude, it's like you broke up the Beatles. I'm coming for you.
Dude, if after Lennon's death, she just started coming out with Yokozuna, it was
Dude,
Yoko and Yokozuna.
That would be the two
Yoko
yokes.
Connect.
Dude.
Get yoked.
Yeah, the Yoko connection would be fucking wild.
Connection.
Dude.
She comes out to just like geisha music.
Dude, if the Ultimate Warrior had the face paint, everything, but he also had those round glasses
Painted on.
He's like, this is for respect of Leonard.
Is that a respect for Jonathan?
God damn it, he was an amazing man.
The Yoko connection. If Yoko Ono was a wrestler, her finishing move would be like breaking up the Road Warriors.
Dude, that is a great gimmick. Every tag team, she just breaks
never
it up.
touches anybody. She just breaks them up.
She's like, I just broke up 4 horsemen. Fuck you, Arn Anderson. It's like, damn it.
Arn is definitely
Damn it.
Paul. It's like, you fucking bitch. Come on, Rick.
It's like, I knew it was going to happen, that bitch. Oh, my God.
Yeah, but what were we saying? Oh, yeah. So we're talking about sweating season. And then right before we started, I was talking about I can't wait to see. So we did What's the Scenario the other day.
That was
we went
great.
up to New York with Mike Cannon and Mike Feeney and Brendan Sagalow. And, yeah, it was great. Good. That comes out next Wednesday. And you'll see me on there. I am drenched.
You were so
I was
wet.
pouring sweat when we walked in, and then we walk in, and Cannon's like, "Yeah, this AC broke." I was like, "Fantastic."
Dude,
Also, what are we going up? 4 levels
yeah, I was gonna
closer
say
to
we
the
went up.
sun?
We went up
Great.
two flights, and then we walked into just a still room. Like there was no airflow. It was so. It was prime for grossness.
It was. I mean, it didn't get bad when we finally got settled and everything, but
Oh,
still,
yeah.
it's like you got what 6 people in there. It's like us 5 and their producer,
Yeah.
and it's like, phew, man, and. I was sweating season, but it was fun. I mean, it was
great. It was a great show.
Fun little podcast they got going with the idea of like what scenario. I was like, also, next time they want to have us on, it's like you might want to stretch for like a 6-hour episode, dude, because like those scenarios, I was like, I could go off on these.
Yeah,
and it's
they were
like-
great.
And Danny, you would have been very proud of me. I'm proud of myself. Now I'll put it like this: I love him. Sagalow threw up at least 3 alley. I should have yammed on him, and he would have quit comedy. And I'm sitting there like scanners, like, like not saying. I'm like, all right, I'm not. The one you'll see it on the episode. Spoiler alert: the scenario is if you were about to get into a fight at the bar, who was the first person or people you would call? Okay, so we're going around and. Shane was talking about his uncle. I said either Sydney, because Sydney refused to lose, or call one of the McCuskers, because you're going to get the rest of them. That's done.
It's a van.
So we're all talking about it, and like Cannon and Feeney are sitting there. Sagalow, I see him on the phone. Like he's like looking at his phone, whatever, like because it's about to come to him. So I'm guessing he's looking up at like a answer. He goes, "Oh, you know who I'd call? I'd call the cops," and then puts his phone to the mic and starts playing the cops theme, the Bad Boys. And we're all just like this, and I'm like, nobody.
Dude, you were salivating.
I was like, I need to leave the room. I was like, I would bury you right now. Dude, it bombed. Wait till you see this. I wouldn't be surprised if I love him. Like I said, I love Brandon, but dude, he might be like, you know what? Why don't we get that out of there? I'm like, no, you got to reap
Just
it,
a
Murphy.
scene missing. It's like,
Dude,
no.
I turned into Billy the Kid. He dropped out. I was like, reap it, Murphy, you son of a bitch. Dude, I was like, he was like, I'd call the cops. And we're like,
Dude, he did have that queued up. He was like waiting for that.
Dude, and then the best was, no joking, Feeney's like, oh, good. So this episode will get banned for copyright. And we're like, "Poof." So they made him sing it.
Oh, my God.
Cat was like, and dude, he hit it. He was like, what you want? What you want?
When he started, he was like, "Matacador." Dude, he came from down here. I was like, he is hitting this so hard.
I was like, do you think that's how Jamaicans speak, dude? He's like, I'm like, whoa, that's like borderline racist, dude. The Rosses don't fuck with people like that.
Dude, a white man scatting Jamaican is the
Hit
whitest.
him off with this Patois, dude. He's like, "Body could tell you who I am." I was like, they're just emotions. It's not even words.
Yeah, he's just doing syllables like
And sometimes E.
He's doing the vowels. It's like A-E-I-O-U sometimes Y. Sorry.
He's like, you know that song.
You know, can I buy a vowel?
Yeah, dude. But it was fun. So that comes out next Wednesday. We'll
Fuck.
put the link up.
Yeah,
But
it was great.
It was that one, and then he said something else too. But then we left, and I took Shayna over to Joseph Rose's to
man,
eat.
so
yeah,
good.
first time eating at Rose's, and
It was so good.
yeah. But I mean, what did we get? Like a block, and I was like, do you understand how I was? When you see the footage, you'll see me like. I'm just staring. I'm like, you fucking with me, man? I was like, dude. I'm looking around like, is this a test?
Dude, I could see your shifty eyes. It was like that scene from Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy cuts his fingers off. He's like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like, dude, it was fucking...
Dude, it was like the scene in Chucky when the guy has the heart attack. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me, dude. I'm sitting there like, huh? I was ready to fucking
I don't know
kill
why
him.
you didn't.
Because then it would have been just everyone piling
Yeah,
on.
well,
There's
you
no
know.
way. I love those guys, and they have a different dynamic in their group of friends than us. But at the
Sure.
same time, they're still scumbags. And if they saw me wail on Sagalo, they'd be like, yeah, let's get them.
Yeah, it would have been a soap party on Sagalo.
Yeah.
That's how that would have been, dude. If I was like, it just takes one dog to be like, I'm biting for the throat. It's like, shut. Because we all got to eat it.
It was fun though. I love those dudes. It was
Man.
good. But anyway, dude, also the plugs was great. They're like, you guys want to do plugs? I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's like social media and stuff. Cannon runs down like the next year. And he does it. He's in a ton of dates coming up.
If you listen, I'm like, shut up.
I know.
Mike.
And really,
Just
but
going.
we're the assholes. Like that's plugs. Like he has
I
the
know.
money to go, and we're like, oh, horrible.
We don't even know this is a 200 episode. I'm like, how we do this? I don't
I'm
even
like,
get
check
it.
out. There's a link on a tree.
It was, it was like my Instagram, maybe. I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know. Just hit me up, dude. I'll tell you.
You have,
I don't even know.
who has my number? Get a hold of me.
Yeah.
It's easy.
But yeah, it was hot though. Fucking
So
Christ.
fucking
it was,
hot.
And thank God because like we went up there and took the bus up because of the Amtrak's were nuts going up
They
there.
were.
We took the bus up and like luckily we took the train back. But how were those ladies behind us?
Fucking-
2 ladies. No joke, probably about 60, 70, something like that.
Holy shit.
We sat down, they were talking the entire ride. Hour and
Never
25
stopped.
minutes on a train. I had my headphones in, listening to music, or I was listening to something, and fucking still could hear them. And the worst was, this was almost like the shit they were talking about. I was like, all right, they're fucking with me. Because they're like, what happened was, we show up, they seat us first. Did you tell Mike that we sat him
She's
first?
on the phone with
They're
Mike.
just repeating. And then she's talking to her husband. The one's talking to her husband. The other one is telling her to tell him stuff. So then she's now repeating everything she says.
Which
And
you know Mike can also hear.
Yeah, and
Would
Mike,
you know
Mike,
that?
you could hear him on the other end. Like it's like Rose, I gotta go to bed. I didn't sleep well last night. She's like, anyway. So the procedure is, he's like, I don't give a shit.
She also was stuffing her face with a fucking sandwich.
Ugh.
So every other like sentence was like, well, you know, Mark, I ain't gonna, I can't believe how fast we got on a train. I was like, I hope you, dude, if she choked, I would stop people from getting to her.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. I would pretend like I was trying to help.
You'd
and
be
I'm
a
like,
first
uh-oh.
responder.
Oh,
First
my
responder
God.
of death, dude.
I put on a black hood and I'm like, sorry.
Like, don't worry,
bitch.
don't worry. I do want to kill this woman.
I know CPR. Also, get me a shovel because I'm digging this bitch down.
Talking on trains sucks. No one should ever talk on trains.
Keep in mind, they were the only people talking.
Yeah.
Everybody else was quiet.
And not like we could just hear him because we were sitting in front of him. Like, I'm sure the next few rows up everyone could.
Everyone could. And I couldn't believe they did. I was in the same boat with you.
Yeah.
I thought because they were old and dumb, they were going to talk themselves to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I figured they'd be knocked out.
I thought that's how it was going to go. I was like, they're just old, dumb bitches.
It's like
They're
every
just
one of
gonna
my
have it.
uncles after Thanksgiving dinner. It's
Yeah.
like, he's out. They're on the couch immediately dead asleep.
Dude, especially with the food, I was like, you're going to start eating, you're going to get
And
a
they're
little
drinking
tired.
wine. She had a
Yeah,
fucking,
oh
like,
my
gallon
God,
of,
yeah.
She had a gallon of fucking
Dude.
Chardonnay.
I was like,
party time for
it's
a
hot out.
rose.
It's a moving train. You're eating food. That's like the fucking equation for falling asleep.
I can't believe the Heat didn't get them. I was like,
dude.
come on. What are you doing, Heat?
It come on,
Take these two bitches out, you soft bitch. Getting soft in your old days, Heat.
98 degrees. You suck.
Dude. Also, that wasn't even the worst thing we saw on the train when we were up there. Because when we were taking the train, after we went to Rose's, we got on the train to go up to Penn Station. And we're on the subway, and I just look over. I'm like, look at this fucking asshole. And it's just this young kid, probably young 20s, reading a script, obviously on his way to, like, you know, an audition. And I go, dude, what did I say? I was like, dude, there is nothing gayer than a struggling actor in New York. It might be the gayest thing you can do. And he's sitting there reading, like, and I wanted to lean over, and we were talking to have a makeup mic. I'm like, how you doing, Paul Miramax? Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to happen, kid.
Or just being like, I saw you from across the car. I want to tell you something. You've got it. I am Steven Disneyland, and I just want to bring you on for our new show called You're Getting Nowhere.
Yeah,
and dude,
it might be worse than LA. Because I got
God, yeah.
I got into a lift, and you know everything's like a half hour
Sure.
away in LA.
Yeah.
Dude on a headset was doing a script with his friend coming through the speakers.
No fucking way.
Wait. He was driving?
He was driving Lyft.
Nah.
And
I'm like, pull the fuck over.
Yeah.
Dude, it was one scene.
What was
entire 45 minutes?
What was the scene?
Where the fuck were you going?
Like Burbank to West.
Everybody's like, I was going to an audition, Brian.
Which I guess out there is pretty common, though. Like, that's not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, it
Man.
was maybe a 3-minute script for 45 minutes. Has, I'm assuming, this dude's boyfriend given him feedback on
Wow.
how he should say things.
I'd be like, hey, De Niro, mute it. There's no fucking way I'm
Jesus
sitting through that in the
Christ.
the
car.
whole ride.
Struggling actors are the lamest people I've ever met.
I think
in
it
my
would be
life.
great to see, like, if you got into a car and someone's just doing the part for a Pepto-Bismol commercial, but they're just singing diarrhea. If you get in, they're like, how does that? It's like, diarrhea.
Like one of his boys' game. He's like, go with this monologue. He's like, he gives them the diarrhea. He's like, I nailed that.
He's like, how about this one? Diarrhea.
What do you think back there?
What do you think about that? Hold on. How about that? Diarrhea.
It's got to be so bad though to like be in that position. Like where I glanced over and I just could see a little bit of his script and like notes all over the place. And I don't know. It could have. I don't know if it was like a movie or it could be Broadway.
I don't know what it was.
Whatever. Broadway I could see, but I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
I mean, he looked gay enough. That's the thing. My mom told me.
Dude, if he's like, look, you look gay. Are you reading for Broadway?
Yeah.
We need more gay.
Oh,
guys.
dude, speaking of good ideas. We pulled up and we got into New York. We get off Megabus. We're about to go to this train station to go down to the cellar. And fucking, we see a bus drive by us. And the whole bus is covered in this Harry Potter album.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, because it looked like it was almost like themed Harry Potter. And I was like, dude, is that like a Harry Potter tour bus? And then I was thinking, I was like, why the fuck is it in New York?
You
It's
know.
like, he's like, and here's 34th Street. Daniel Radcliffe probably walked down this street before. So not sure if you know, he's Harry Potter. And I was like, dude, we should go out to LA because those tourists will pay for anything. And we should start like a fucking, I was talking about American History tour bus in Venice. Like, Cannon went to that basketball court. Cannon played there. Dude, it was so funny. He was like, dude, I was like, should I just like dunk on these black guys? It's like, I don't know if I'm
Dude,
do I go racist?
If Cannon got a commemorative tattoo, he's like, you see this? Not welcome. I'm sorry. I just wanted it.
It's just
I'm a big fan of the movie.
It's a link to his album. He's like, you see, it's free on YouTube. Check it out.
I got the dates.
But dude, American History Tour, American History X tour bus.
I think
It's
a
like, now
fucking
this
good
is
one-
the curve. Put your
Dude,
mouth
a
on it.
falling down one would be
Falling
amazing.
down, and everyone has to dress like Michael Douglas, including
Not only
the
that,
women.
if you followed the timeline to where he was going to Venice, if it started out on the highway,
Oh, yeah,
and then you
that's
took
same area,
the
right?
whole, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If you took from the highway to the Korean store to the Army Navy store to all of that shit. That would be fucking amazing.
Dude, you know, speaking of sweating season, that movie makes me feel hot. Like,
it's so hot.
everyone's pouring. It's like watching Apocalypse Now. It's
Dude,
like, God damn it.
dripping sweat.
Everyone is, dude. And if you do that, you have to dress like.
Oh, I would. Without a doubt.
And you have to be like, all right, I'll laugh. Think about it. You come up with a beanie. It's like,
I'm just sweating. I'm like, take your seats. Take your seats.
somebody cuts you off. You're like, you believe that shit?
If you go into the bathroom, make sure you put the seat down because it was used. It was actually used.
You're the worst tour guide in the world. He's like, over here, we got some, it's a nice shoe store. They probably sell boots. That's good for stomping queers. Like, how'd you get there? That was a reach.
You know, over here we have a police station full of officeresses. You know, to signify, you know.
They're like, when's the tour over? He's like, easy, Mary. My name's David. Like, sit down, Mary. Oh my God.
Dude, just going off. It's like passing a car crash. Like, you believe this shit?
Oh my God.
The homeless population. You believe this shit?
Yeah, so that's a good idea. I'm gonna put that.
That is a $1 million idea. If you just did movie tours about the movie, I don't know why that doesn't happen more.
Ooh, man, there's a new series on fucking, I think it's Paramount Plus, but it's called like How Real Is It's a series that's based on it's movie. Each episode is a movie.
Oh,
and
I bet, like,
How Real Is It?
yeah.
So I watched Saving Private Ryan one, which was pretty awesome, and then I watched.
Well, who do they interview for that? Like
World War II
everyone,
vets.
I was gonna say, like, there's not many of them left.
Oh well, it was made in like when that movie came out in like
okay.
04
I
or
was
something.
like, who are they interviewing? The one guy just like, it was
Yeah,
nuts.
just flashes to him. He's like, kill me.
He's like, don't fucking look at me for the long
I was
time.
waiting for one of those old guys to be like, what do you mean was it act? Yeah, it fucking sucked. It's like, it sucked.
Shut up. Oh yeah, one guy who just declines to be interviewed. Like, get out of my
The
face.
one dude, the one guy who actually went back to Normandy every year on the D-Day anniversary, he even said, he tells people, you know, because he was front line in like the 9th Infantry, and he said, I tell everyone, if they ask me how the invasion was, it was like, you watch Saving Private Ryan. It's the most accurate. I was like, yeah, I mean, nothing against the movie, but it's a pretty easy scene to shoot. It's like, yeah, they pulled up, they got hammered for like 3 minutes, and then they were like, yo,
I'm pretty
let
sure
it burn.
literally everybody died.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
That guy wasn't even
died.
there.
He's like, not that bad, actually.
Yeah, I was over in London.
Dude, if there was, I've always said before, so my buddy Charlie, when he was in Afghanistan and Iraq for like 3 years, he was a combat medic over there.
Mm-hmm.
He had said, and we're like, because when he was going over, he's like, dude, things might happen. He's like, if I don't know what, like, dude, if you die, like, or you're so mortally wounded but you're alive enough, like, you gotta take a picture of yourself giving 2 thumbs up with like your guts out. Like, you gotta. He's like, dude, there's always like photographers, there's always journalists. Like, dude, if you are fucked up and you know you're gonna die, you gotta be like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
right as you're gonna die. But I could imagine. On Normandy, there's one dude who's just like with a beach towel, just like, can you believe it? Just like laying down.
It's like, despite all these guns, beautiful beach.
Dude, temperature perfect.
Talking a cool 78. My arm fell off immediately.
The trade winds were delicious, and then my dick was blown clear off my body.
Yeah, but when I was turning the TV off, but I like went back to like the home screen of the show.
Yeah.
And around it has these like images from movies, so you know what they're talking about. Like, and the one image, like in the top right corner, is it's a black outline of somebody going like this, and I was like, that's fucking Elias. Like, it's clearly the front of that picture. I go down, last episode's Platoon. I was gonna put it on. I was like, I gotta get timing on. I need to watch. They did. I was like, yes, dude. I'm like, if they don't address Bonnie, I'm gonna go fucking nuts, dude. I've never seen it. I'm gonna watch it today.
Yeah. What? This is on what?
I think it's Paramount Plus. I'll put the
Okay.
link up. And it's called something like, how accurate was it or something like that.
I hope they go like ridiculous too with it. Like just like they have all these action movies or like
It
war
turns out
epics.
that wasn't a bad jam.
Just like very weird. It's like you could never bite through a can like
It's
that.
just the small little references. It's like you never clean shit that time of day.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
first off, you also don't light it on fire. That's just hazmat, dude. You
Also,
don't do
They're
that.
never gonna make the white guy clean it out with the black guy. That's king's duty right there. You don't read too well anyway.
So Ra, when he's carrying around that stick with barbed wire, no one was allowed to do that. No one was allowed.
Also, I wonder if they addressed the fucking tank at the end of the movie coming up with the Nazi flag. It's like, where'd that come
Well,
from?
we don't know how that got there.
Oliver Stone's like, I snuck that in there. Seen that? Little Easter egg.
First
Like,
off,
I don't know.
they dared me. Oh, dude, if they interviewed Oliver Stone, I was like, look, I was a dare. They didn't think I was going to do it. I made 40 large on that one.
Dude,
Bang.
I can't remember the other movies. I think JFK, which
Sure.
I just don't care.
But I also think it would be funny just to add in, like, you know, you have all these war episodes, but then add in, like, Home Alone. It's like, how accurate could it have been to be hit with a paint can in the face? I think, actually, hold on. They did that on Mythbusters.
They did.
They were
They've
like,
done that on a few
what
shows.
would happen if you were to, like, so Kevin McAllister, his whole house full of fucking craziness. Like, they're like, well, first off, Marvin Harry would be dead.
Oh, dude, both of them, when they do the test, like, both of them would be dead after, like, the first thing. Yeah.
They would, like, if they got hit in the face with a paint can and fell down the stairs, like, well, you'd probably, like, break your neck, like, almost immediately.
The blowtorch, it's like, yeah, you
Dead.
die.
You'd be dead. And I was like, dude, how crazy would that be to make a gritty Home Alone? Dude, gritty Home Alone is what I want. Where like Kevin is arrested like later in life. He's like, and then I just kept getting like he's like you find out Kevin's a psychopath.
They've done a fan trailer of that where
what?
they play
Fuck
like
me.
the Friday
Damn it.
music as opposed to they just did it's a fan made trailer and they're like, what if it was like Kevin was a legitimate psycho?
Oh.
Because they're like,
I get it now.
like they're comparing him to like H.H. Holmes with the
Yeah.
House of Death and House of Horror, whatever. And fucking, it's so funny because they're just playing this creepy music and he's like doing this shit when he's pulling the strings. Yeah, he's doing that shit.
Dude, but I think it would be great to see like, you know, you have Home Alone and forget like, you know, because they do it with the fucking Halloween timeline. Like Halloween goes from Halloween to Halloween 2018 to Halloween Kills.
H2O.
No, H2O is a definitely different timeline. It's so crazy what they do with all of it. But if you took out Lost in New York and just went from Home Alone to then now, and Kevin's like this gritty weirdo who lives in the woods. He's like, I know these robbers are coming back for me.
He might have did that already because he makes fun of himself all the time.
Oh,
Macaulay Culkin, like he's definitely redone
he's
the
had
thing
to.
where he screams, putting on the aftershave.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like, he's just, like, waiting for the wet bandits to come back. It's like, even though they're dead,
Yeah.
he's like, these fucking guys are coming.
He's like, I didn't finish the job the first time.
He's like, I hope they come back for
He's
me.
coming out of like snow embankments like Rambo out of the water. It's
Yeah,
like, what
dude.
the fuck?
He's got, like, improvised bombs all over his
Yeah.
house. He's like, don't even step there. I'll
Yeah.
take your dick
I'll
off.
get the name though and send you this thing because it is pretty sick.
I didn't know they did that. Well,
Yeah,
that's fucked,
it's.
man.
I mean, it was-
Wait, was it one of the things where they just take footage from the regular movie and then add, like, weird, ominous tones and shit to it? Okay.
pretty much. And then they also have like they said that especially about Saving Private Ryan, they were so accurate with like a lot of the mortar deaths, meaning like
Yeah,
a lot of
dude.
people didn't die. You didn't if you got blown up, like if a mortar went off by you, you didn't, like lose limbs immediately. Like a lot of people died from because it would explode from your inside and you drowned in your
Yeah,
own blood.
dude.
Your lungs would just start leaking.
Yeah, it's concussive.
Yes,
You fucking
so
die.
It's like they go. That's where the accuracy is. And I was thinking that's like in Full Metal Jacket at one point when they're going into where the sniper was.
Yeah.
Remember, whoever's out front dies almost immediately. They like run over a landmine. Or
Oh,
something. But it's
yeah.
almost that situation because he just like and drops. But I was like, he didn't get shot or
no,
anything.
your heart explodes
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah,
which is
the
fucking
dude was saying
lame.
The dude was saying when you hit the one vet was like, dude, you hit that beach. It was like somebody put a steel bucket on my head and just started hitting it with a fucking bat.
That's another thing too. Is I know like having shotguns without earplugs in,
Oh.
Oh yeah.
they're so loud.
They were all deaf for like 3 days.
You had to be.
Everybody was
There's
like,
no
yeah, we
way
had
you
no hearing.
weren't.
But it's based on a true story. So this was World War II. I think the whole family, this family of Sullivan brothers, it was 5 of them, all
Oh, yeah.
went down and died. and literally wiped out like generations of this family. So they then instilled the U.S. The Armed Forces put in this thing, the next of kin law.
Oh,
where
yeah.
If you have multiple siblings in the war and they die, you get pulled off the front lines, which
Sure.
is based off of 4 brothers, which the Ryan brothers are based off of, which is
Gotcha.
hilarious because my grandfather fucked that up. His brother, my Uncle Pete, volunteered. So they're like, they almost were like, you don't need to go.
Oh,
Back in those
yeah.
days, if you had a sibling that volunteered, you were not pressured because they didn't want your family to get
Sure.
wiped out. So this asshole was like, yes, and decided to go to the bars and start fighting people to the people. I told you about this. He got arrested fucking 4 times for assault in a month. And the judge was like, yeah, you're going to war. He's like, damn it. He was legally obligated to join the war. It's like, dude, all you had to do was nothing.
Yeah, just chill.
And then you know what happens? He misses his job thing. And they talk about that in Saving Private Ryan, where like
I
all these
could
parachuters
imagine.
missed it. My grandfather missed it by 90 miles. They had to run back through. He gets active for 12 minutes and gets caught at the Battle of Montecasino. And it's like, dude, he had to. I always think about my grandfather, like when he gets caught. He's like 17. He's sitting in northern Italy, like, God damn it, dude. Why was I going to the fucking bar every day, dude? It's like, yo, now you're in a prison camp for 2 years.
Dude,
eating cats.
How crazy is that of a jarring
God.
intervention to get sober? It's like, so here I was drinking every day. I needed to get my life on track.
So we went to an active battle.
So I jumped out of a fucking aeroplane. I have
Yeah.
no idea where I'm going. I get captured by Italian troops.
Yeah, I was just watching.
I sweat it out. 3 days.
There's a bunch of documentaries on the Battle of Montecasino, and it's funny because like there's this one. Oh man, I gotta find it. My mom was telling me, she was like, but there were troops that were caught back behind. She was like, that was my father.
That's awesome, dude.
He's like, let's get them. They got us. They got us immediately. So speaking of other movies too, fucking saw that trailer for the new Predator.
Oh, the Prey, yeah.
called
dude.
Prey, and it's based on like I guess what was it, Native American?
Native
times?
American, a Native American girl goes up against a alien who is
That'd be so funny if Predator just instead of killing them, just like sells them Manhattan or buys Manhattan off me. He's like, look, I could wipe your whole tribe.
Dude, what if Predator just has blankets full of smallpox? Like,
Yeah, he's sitting there, an arrow just hits off him. He's like, okay, look, this isn't gonna work.
that's
out
the
for
other
you
thing
guys.
too. Is like, again, I'm not knocking the idea of like, yo, we can take this fucking alien with lasers and bombs out
Yeah.
with our bow and arrows. It's like, yeah, but no.
No,
What are you talking about?
yeah, you had fucking hillbilly farmers fucking you up.
Jesse
dude.
the Body Ventura couldn't take him out with a fucking chain gun.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's like it's not gonna work out. He had a fucking minigun.
Oh
He's
no,
like,
what?
couldn't
You
get
did
it.
a rain dance? That'll get him.
Damn it! What did you do? Summon the Wendigo?
You know,
Thank
Predator's like
God.
sitting on a hill overlooking him. Like, I can't even. This is. I
Yeah,
feel bad doing
what
this.
is
He comes out. He's like, guys, I know. Calm down.
Look, early America is my training wheels. Give me a second. God
And then he's
damn
like,
it.
you know what? Honestly, you guys are about to find out I'm not even the biggest predator coming to these shores. There's a dickhead coming from Italy.
Look, I'm telling you right
He's
now.
retarded.
Conquistador. You better watch out.
You better watch out for them Spaniards.
It's fucked
They're
up.
the real predators.
I was like, I got bombs and lasers. I would never use biological
That'd
warfare.
be
This
sick
is
if
fucking-
Columbus hit the shores. He's like, it's like, whoa.
Dude, if Columbus came out along,
His dreadlocks. He's coming up to the shore like, They're like, whoa, dude, Chrissy Columbia.
dude, if you painted Christopher Columbus as Predator in all the Renaissance paintings, that would be the
Predator
best fucking-
Columbus,
It's
dude.
like, look at him, dude. He's fucking good looking out there. He's coming for you.
Yeah, but I don't know. It'll be. I think it's out already, right?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Is it
I
a
think.
movie? Please tell me it's a
in a
movie.
movie.
Oh,
it's
thank
a
God.
it's a Hulu original.
Whatever. There's a couple other things coming out too, but dude, yeah, let's do this. What do we have? Perfect timing. So I was telling you about this, and I wanted to give a shout out to Devin Edwards. Isn't it? He's kind of a fairly new listener. He was telling me he was binge listening to the show, and thank you, Devin, for that. And he told me like, I've been going through the ringer lately. I don't know with what, obviously just life. And I started thinking like, dude, we're gonna do a new segment. If anybody's really going through it with like work, family, girlfriend, whatever, let us know, dude, because we're gonna do a new segment called "It Could Be Worse," and Shaner's just gonna describe certain ideas his father had. It's like, dude, think about how bad your life is. just know your brain will never be this retarded. And it's like, all right, I'm kind of winning, dude.
Yeah, you're on the up.
What was the creek?
Oh, so
That was the
yeah,
one.
it could be worse. Because my dad once was pursued by the police because he was bathing naked in a creek behind his house. And his neighbors were trying to sell their house. And during a day that a realtor showed up, my dad was in the creek naked washing himself.
Like he's robbing a Loxley.
And they then politely asked my dad to stop doing it. And my dad was like, no, it's my property. I can do what I want.
He's in this disgusting
I
creek.
came there the one day, and my dad, I was like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, man, fucking cops were here, man. He's like, they're giving me shit. I was like, about what? He's like, well, yeah, fuck, first off, the water here is all fucked up. The plumbing's screwed up. I got to get it fixed. I'm working on it. So what I do is I take a bucket, and I go to the creek. I fill it out with water. I wash myself. I'm wearing fucking underwear. I'm like, oh, my God. I don't know what's more unnerving. Seeing a man naked washing themselves in it, or just in whitey tighties with his fake leg off, like, it's fine.
Oh,
it's
my
fucking fine.
God.
What do you find more unnerving? Somebody's
Him
sitting.
trying to sell you this too. Like you just had to be like,
Dude, the craziest thing is there was a lawn chair in the creek.
oh, you gotta
So
take it
you
easy.
know he's just sitting there.
He's
like,
got the roll-in shower. Dude.
he's like, you see this?
This is not, I might start selling these.
This is how the fucking Native Americans did it. My dad was living in settler times in 2014.
Dude, yeah, this wasn't that long
No,
ago.
it wasn't that long ago.
You'd think it was like the 20s. It's like, no. It's a couple summers ago.
He's like, look, man, I'm telling you right now, I don't like our fucking like rain spout in the bathroom. Not very
Rain
good.
spout. Dude, if your dad's shower just had a hole instead of a spout, it's like we go and went rains, got a little PVC piping in there.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I went in there. It was just a hose running from the thing.
I feel like your whole dad's house was built by like Data from Goonies. It's like, right, check it out. Slick shoes. It's like, what? He just has oil covered shoes.
I would not be surprised if I go in. There's an organ made of bones. Just like, play the right key, Rye.
He's at the sardine thing. He's like, stay right there, coming at you.
He's got dude, if the cop show up, he has a like a boxing glove on his chest. He's like, hey, I got him. I'm gonna come at you.
Dude. So yeah, just know that, Devin. It could be
It could
bad.
be way worse.
You could be bathing in a creek behind your house.
And having the police, this is also where I was blown away because I was like, the cops were here again?
Yeah, you're
which
like, dude,
suggests
why?
that it's not the first time it's happened. It's only the first time it's been complained about. And then it happened twice. And he's like, yeah, man, it's like, leave me alone.
That's insane. And you have to sit there and be like, do you repeat what you say?
They
and listen to
also,
it?
I found out that the neighbors that were trying to sell the house across the street pleaded with my dad. Like, you have to get
How
all
do you
this
have to
shit.
plead with someone?
Well-
Stop bathing in a creek.
It wasn't just a creek. It was like all the shit in the yard.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. You
So
got
they're like,
canoes on the roof.
You have to get this shit out of here, or if you, my dad's like, nah, man, it's my it's my shit. They're like, all right, Tom, no problem. We get it. How about this? We'll pay to build a fence in your front yard that blocks like everything on the side, like down the hill. My dad's like, absolutely not, man. You trying
He's
to
like, "Do you just call me Mexican?
you trying to box me in?
You build a wall?
God damn you. God
I like
damn
where
you.
your head's at."
First off, I honestly think that if they did build a fence, my dad would paint something ridiculous on the other side of it.
I'm
that
in
I
the
don't-
murals, right?
That I
It's like caveman drawings. It's just like a king with a dog's head, like Egyptian. He's like
you see that, Ryan? That's Anubis.
he's trying to like sell it off, like made a huge discovery. Turns out Egyptians were in Spring City back in the 60s. It was right here the whole time. He's
like-
taking pictures. But it's like fresh paint.
It's fresh paint. He's like, Dad, that's also the opening scene from MASH. He's like, it's a good show.
Hawkeye.
That
come on.
also happened in ancient times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just know that.
Just know that could happen.
Yeah, dude, there's so many.
You don't have to worry
But
about
I brought that up to you going up to New York the other day. I was like, I feel like we can get a few out of this. You know, people will go through it. It's like, dude, you can write in and tell us, like, yo, I'm going through it with this or that. Shaner, I was like, you could probably keep this, you know, like a couple of years.
Yeah.
The amount of ideas that man pitched to
For a
me.
while that he was just like out of control with.
selling
and
dogs
Oh,
rules.
yeah. He's like, right, how about this? I become a dog breeder. I'm like, where are you getting? He's like, they're around.
Picking up mutts.
What?
Like, check this out. I sell dogs now. God damn it, dude. That's what I mean. Like, I laugh at the fact that I can't imagine how close you were to just beating the shit out.
Dude,
like,
there's been
some
a
of the
few
ideas
times.
where you're like, you motherfucker.
I mean, I said before too. At the nearing the end of his life, there was one day that like I was trying to take him to the hospital, and then it turned out that they already had a ride, and I'd gone all the way down there.
Oh yeah.
And I remember there was a second where he was asleep, and he had a cigarette in his finger,
Of course.
and I was
Classic.
like, I was staring at him, and Jane had she had woken up for a second, and then she like went back to sleep again.
Was he in the bed?
No, he was sitting in a chair in
Oh,
his room.
yeah.
And I was like, what I could do is I could just smother him, and then
I remember you bringing this up.
then he would die, and then I would go in and I'd smother her too, and she would die. But then what I'd do is I would go into the basement where I know there's gasoline and kerosene, and I'd just put some around him, and then I would have him drop the cigarette, and then I would just leave.
Damn.
By the time I got in the car and left, the house would be going up, and then they would just be like, let's do it all time. And they'd be like, oh, clearly Tom fell asleep with a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah.
The cops would be like, yeah, we've been there multiple times for him bathing in a creek and shooting a couch.
I don't think they're calling
know.
the CSI team
Yeah,
out for this
there
one.
would be no real investigation. Like, yo, your parents are dead. I'm like, oh my God, what?
That would be funny, though, because the cops would be like, who had dropping a cigarette in kerosene? It's just a pool of how your father's going to die. They have a dead pool, dude.
It's like the scene from
They had 20-1 on the drop
It's
cigarette.
like Cabin in the Woods. It's a big whiteboard.
You also just described killing Mrs. Grape. You're going to Arnie.
Yeah, dude, I would have graped him up, dude. I would have mama graped that son of a bitch.
Dude, that would have been so funny if you were smothering her. You just hear her, like, muffled, like, hey, what you doing?
I'd be like, oh, sorry, Dad. I don't know.
You're just staring at him like, I could kill him. Right now.
Oh, dude.
I remember you telling me
I was
about
just
that.
staring. I was like, and no one would question me.
See, that's when I would leave immediately because I was like, that's too good of a plan.
Oh, dude, I had to. I was like, I just walked out and I was rubbing my face, and Logan was like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No, fuck it, let's go, dude."
yeah,
like,
I
Get the fuck
I got
out
a
of
good idea.
I was like, I can't be here because I'm gonna kill my father. I will
Can't be
commit.
here.
mur-
Why? I might kill my father.
I might actually commit murder, double murder, actually.
Dude, if you got called for that and went to jail,
Oh, no jury would convict me.
No.
Fuck that. I would go down the line.
you would show up in a white suit and be like, Yana.
I know what's hot today.
You just start displaying, like, let me give you exhibits A through Z. These are all just ideas my father has brought up over the years. This one, selling dogs, using
Yana,
antique bells.
What do you know about RC car racing? Huh?
You ever tried to set up on him, charge people to watch?
My father presented a loop-de-loop made of old lawn furniture. Now, he had built it in the basement, Yana. But he didn't have lawn furniture. It was actually old Legos that he had found, discarded in the trash that he collected, Yana. And then I was going to murder him in his sleep. And they'd just be like, you know what? The defense rests.
They'd be like, he's like, that's it, Yana.
It's like, I walk out. I'm like, goodbye.
Somehow they charge your father more, like post-mortem. He gets charged.
Oh,
with
that would
shit.
be so fucking great.
Dude, speaking of getting charged with shit, so, what's her name? 9 years.
Oh
over in the
my
Gulag,
God.
the basketball
What a
player.
fucking, that's so crazy to me, dude.
I mean, I know a lot of people are talking about it, but it's kind of hilarious that Biden goes, I will not stand for this. I was like, yeah, that's like
yeah,
your
way
dad.
to go,
You know, like, what are
fucking
you going to
idiot.
do?
Dude, I cannot, that's Like
It's
and
unacceptable.
I would-
Putin's like, suck my ass, dude.
I would never be, dude. That's just like, are you 9? You're gonna
I
let
mean, it
this
is
fuck?
ridiculous.
It is
It's
out of
insane.
control. Like that's if there's one thing, it's like, man, things should change. I'm like, that's clearly what the fuck are you talking about? We're gonna let this fucking chick rot in Russian jail for 9 years now?
But also, it's like,
Fuck.
what did you think was going to happen?
That-
like, what do you
okay,
think they're going
sure.
to be lenient?
But it's like, but the trade's like, all right, what do you want? Brittany Griner? Yeah, she had what? Weed. She had weed
Oh, the
cartridges.
trade-off is hilarious.
It's well, exactly.
Dude,
All right.
what's the guy's name?
Oh, he was like,
Like
fuck-
Ivan the Terrible?
Yeah, he was
It's
like the
what
fucking warmonger, and they're like, yeah, well, what did he do? He's like, well, he killed 6 children and wore their faces.
But
It's like,
yeah.
we
All right,
need-
that's an even trade for the 6'5" WNBA player that had a dime bag in Moscow.
absurd, dude.
That's
and
a
that's
sick move, though. In Russia, it's like,
dude.
hey, your move, pal. Hey,
Russia's
the ball's in your court. You know what I mean?
Russia's like, did we just dunk on you? I'm
Putin's
sorry,
like, there it is.
dude. If Putin hit it with a fadeaway,
Crossover.
dude. If Putin sent Biden him like jump man,
Oh,
dude, that would be the fucking.
he did.
He-
Putin, dude, Russia jumpmanned us, dude.
Dude.
They were like, your move.
That is so crazy.
It's dude, I heard that yesterday. I was running around doing stuff and I was in a lift and I heard this this was wild. It was like 94-1. And they're like,
Sure.
breaking news, Brittany Griner's sentence was just announced. She's received 9 years in a Russian jail. And the two fucking DJs are like, that is crazy. Come on. And the one dude's like, I gotta be honest with you, let's just call it what it is. She's a POW right now. She's a prisoner of war. I was like, huh.
It's not.
Okay, I see what you're saying,
that
but
is.
no. And then he's like, it's Russia, and he starts like going deep, and then he's like, we need to go over there and bring back what we had. I'm like, whoa, where's this guy going with it? He's like, speaking of bringing back after these messages, Goo Goo Dolls with. I was like, whoa. No joke. He was like, we need to bring back our attitude we had in the 50s. It's like, what is happening with this guy? Like, he was going through his own stuff, but also, I think they forgot he was like live. His partner's like, whoa, easy. Cut his mic.
So we need to go back to a time where we were equal, but we all were together. And fuck this democracy. I'm telling you right now, but we're going to come back with Drops of Jupiter by train.
I swear to God, he's segued in. He's like, we're going to bring her back. Also, we're going to bring back the Goo Goo Dolls with Iris. I was like, what the fuck? How the
Damn, dude.
Also, why the fuck are you two ass? Why are two zoo teams fucking talking about?
You shouldn't be talking about any of that
No.
shit.
I mean, it's a shame, but also you're throwing out a heavy opinion. Like, yeah, she's a POW. I'm like, I
don't know.
My grandfather was a POW, like a legit. He ate
And I
cats.
also don't know, and this is just me being blind, ignorant. Do you know what she was doing in Russia?
partying.
Like,
obviously.
I- like,
think
'cause
she was
I don't-
there. Oh wait, yeah, no, I think she was playing a lot of the WNBA. Also, real quick fact: how funny is it that somebody put that meme up that LeBron literally makes more than the entire WNBA? His salary, I swear, and by a lot, not by a little, like crushes
Yeah,
them,
it was like 7 million to 37.
dude. Yeah, and that's just like his Sprite endorsements. It's like, dude, he makes like 180 mil. Dude.
Then the entire
The entire WNBA, LeBron makes more than. But anyway, that was just a fun fact. But it also, it's because I think a lot of the WNBA people, and I know NBA players, not good NBA players,
Sure.
but they go and play over in Europe in the offseason because
God,
you get
yeah.
paid way more
I
to play over there.
get that.
And just dominate. So I think she was maybe over there for that. I don't know. But
okay.
like,
I'm not saying that she shouldn't have
does
gone.
any, do you know the situation of how she got caught? Was it like
It was she was going through like their version of TSA.
Oh, so was it? Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was like she was out and about.
No,
like,
no.
smoking weed.
She was going through like code check. Fucking, she was going through like customs or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, what's this?" And she was like, "Oh, I fucking forgot I had that."
Yeah,
And
because
they were
wasn't it like a dime?
It was.
like-
It was. They. I don't even think it was weed. It was cartridges.
Oil cartridge.
It was just vape shit, which is even more fucking crazy.
Well, it's also like, it's not helping you. The whole gay thing. I don't know if you know
yeah.
Putin's stance on
That's
that.
this
it's
is
not great.
This is kind of what I'm getting at, and I'm not trying to victim blame or anybody. I'm not trying to victim blame anyone.
yeah.
If you're American, stay out of Russia. Stop going
Oh, yeah.
to
I don't-
places like that.
Yeah, I don't wanna
Stop
go
going
there.
to North Korea. Stop going to places where they're like, oh, if I do one dumb thing illegal, I will be put into prison for X amount of time
Yeah, we
and
can't
then
do
be a
shit.
bargaining chip for a bloodthirsty maniac. Stop going there.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you what to do, but stop going to fucking crazy places.
Yeah.
Wasn't there not too long ago some college kid stole something from a North
Yes.
Korean hotel?
Yeah.
Not only did he steal it from a North Korean hotel, he was in North Korean like jail or a detention center for up to like a year or more, and then he came back and he was mentally disabled, and then he died.
Tard
And then he died.
Yeah.
So like stop going to places like that. Why would you? Don't get me wrong.
What's staggering is the fucking list, the amount of other people that are over there, because they're like, we have some other people. I was like, what's that list like?
Yeah,
and
man.
it is a laundry
It's
list. I was like,
crazy.
God damn.
Like, I don't get me wrong. If you're a journalist, like, I just need the scoop. I'm like, do you need the scoop or do you need a
But they're
fucking
also
ice cream scoop
journalists.
in your butthole?
I have to
No.
imagine a lot of those like war correspondents and those reporters going over there. They know that comes with the territory.
Sure.
That's an absolute possibility.
First off, I'm not talking about like when I say like journalists, I'm not talking about like CNN correspondents or like whatever, like any type of news network. I'm talking about a guy who's like, I'm a fucking independent journalist. I'm trying to get the deets on like dark
Yeah,
station.
like the
Dude,
paparazzi
you
are fucking
know
reporting.
this is not going to end well for you. Why are you doing this? Don't get me wrong. I understand you want this fucking piece. You want to expose some shit. You've got this drive in you, but like you also know that if one thing goes wrong, we're never hearing of you ever again.
Yeah, it's like that kid who tried to sell Bibles to those fucking savages.
Oh, on Century Island? What a
Didn't even
fucking
get on.
moron.
I don't even think he made it on the island.
Stop going there.
They put one in his forehead from like 200 yards out. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, they were on land. He
What'd you
wasn't even
think?
at the fucking island yet.
What'd you think was going to happen? Leave these fucking people alone.
Yeah, people were like, I wonder what happened to him. I was like, they ate him. They
Yeah, they
clearly ate
probably
him.
ate
What are
the
you
guy.
talking about? What happened to him? The fucking douchebag was over there like, they'll find God and come around. I'm like, first of all, who the fuck are you to push any of this bullshit on them? Let them people chill,
Yeah.
dude. They're just like parrot heads out there, like old Buffett fans. Hanging.
Dude,
They're just cheeseburgers in paradise,
If they
dude.
change the name to Margaritaville, they're just like, sorry.
Cannibals in paradise, dude.
No rules, just right over here. I'm just saying.
Cannibals
Get
in
outta here.
paradise, just hanging out, having a guitar-garita at noon.
Dude,
And this asshole's
Targaritas.
like, I want to give you the word of Lord. I'd kill him too.
Yeah.
That's like if I was drinking out Key West and some jerk off was like,
Seriously.
hey, have you found Jesus? I'm like, you're about to find your mouth on the curb, dude. Don't be interrupting me on Canal Street.
Dude, do you see what I'm doing right now?
I'm just like, I'm dressed like Tarzan all of a sudden. Like, what? I would like to kill a person trying to sell religion. I hate it.
I'll do it, man.
But I was brought up, that goes back generations for the men in my family, because my grandfather used to call them the beggars, amongst
yeah,
other things that was very close to that.
Yeah.
He used to hate when the priests and the nuns used to come by the house, because they'd come by for coffee and
No, they
they're
want
looking for
money.
money. And my grandpa would, he's like, Rose, the fucking beggars are here, right in front of him, and just leave and go to a bar. My dad was like, dude, it's the funniest shit in the world. Your
That's
grandpa
awesome.
fucking hated them.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. But all right, let's
Yeah.
wrap this up. We'll go to Patreon. All right, that's good.